She's more active on Instagram than I am. She talks, she raps. This is Flavia Beria with the Novo Realty, and I'm here with Samantha McDonald's. Samantha has been just amazing to me. We met 3 years ago when she was renting and looking to get out of that life and buy her first home. So she was a first-time home buyer 3 years ago, and we just hit it off. And I showed her a lot of houses, and inventory was very low at the time, yes. Right? And we finally found one, and 3 years later, she's my walking billboard. She talks about me to everybody, but I'm here to tell you that it is possible to buy a house. You know, you're renting, you're spending the money every month. Why not invest in yourself? Why not grab the money instead of paying somebody else's mortgage, pay your own mortgage? So Samantha, tell me a little bit about your experience. And, do you love being a homeowner? Why did you when you decided to make that move? What motivates you?
What motivated me most is when it was time to move out of a condo because they were selling it. They wanted me to buy it per se, which I didn't want a condo. Yeah. I wanted a house if I was going to buy it. I considered it. And then when I actually looked to rent again after I have to move out, I looked at the prices and they were ridiculous. And I'm not used to that because I'm used to 7 to 8 something. Let's put it that way. So $1,000, $1,200 or more for a 2-bedroom. Yeah. These days was too much for me. Yeah, I could afford it, but I feel like I'm just throwing my money away. Correct. So as I began to look, the places that I would normally look and want are way out of my price range. I would have to settle in a place that I don't want to be in. So I battled that.
Rentals in Brevard County very expensive.
Right, and I would have to settle in a place that is maybe a bad neighborhood or a place I just wouldn't pick normally. So I didn't want to settle. So my sacrifice with that was that I'm like, let me just go ahead and buy. So I talked with my father, which you know him, and he put me on to you as far as going that route and starting that process to see what I would qualify for. And when, I did have to shop around, I think I did let the landlord that I was with run my credit once, and they basically gave me the price that they were selling that condo for, like I qualified for, and that didn't sound right with me. So when I actually talked to you, the lender I got with gave me more. Correct. So I just went and ran with that. So from that point on.
And you also used the first-time home buyer program.
That's right. Great. Yes, I qualified for that, which was good because they help you with putting money towards closing costs, which that helped me in my situation because that closing costs are a lot. Yeah, it's around 3% of the purchase price. So was it like 4 months it took me to find a house or something like that? But the sacrifice I had to make was move back into my dad's house in those few months. But I saved a lot of money in that process. Learned a lot, and actually he finally found me one. After, how many tries?
Well, the problem with Brevard County is the inventory is so low. And then sometimes when you like a house, already has 1 or 2 offers on the table.
Right, and how many houses first time that you have to go through that till you find the one?
Yeah, usually they say that you see 24 houses until you find the one. Right.
So, therefore, we found a couple, but our offer wasn't accepted.
Yes. And then, one of the advantages to working with a realtor is that we know other realtors that share information with us. And Vanessa told me, Flavia, I'm getting a listing in Port St. John, and, it's not ready yet. I said, don't.
And you knew what I liked.
Yeah, I was like, don't even breathe. Don't put on myself. Let me call Samantha. So we showed the house before going on the market, and bam, that was it.
Gave her what she wanted, the seller. And we went forward, and it ended up being great. There was some things, that it needed fixing or a new roof.
It was not a brand new house.
Irma came. And the insurance covered it. Good. So I didn't have to come out of pocket. So, all that was just a good experience. Because like I said, I would have never got that house if it wasn't for you talking to her and letting me see it before they listed it.
Yeah. So, and I feel too that you're going to have to live somewhere. You're going to have to pay rent somewhere. Why don't you invest in yourself? invest in paying your mortgage instead of paying the
someone else's
landlord
plus more, because I'm sure they tack on some more. I mean, you pay for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, $1,200 rent versus $900 in mortgage rent or mortgage insurance
and
taxes is way better.
Yeah. And it relates so low.
The only way it fluctuate is if your taxes or your insurance amount changes, because you have a set fixed rate for your mortgage. So I learned that, which it still pays off in the end. So at the end of the day, like now.
But looking at these numbers here, I was super surprised, because she was 28 years old when she bought her house 3 years ago.
Right.
And we just looked at comps and sold houses in her neighborhood, and she already has an equity of 50%. So whatever she pays today, if she wants to list it today, we're going to put $100,000 more, and that's it. Yeah. So it was well worth it.
And now just imagine a few more years living there, how much more it could possibly go up.
I'm going to sell that, and I'm going to put you in a better house.
Yeah, and with the other things I'm doing to it, so
you're upgrading.
So it's new roof, new water heater, new AC. So all those things play a factor too when you go to sell it. I learned, should I say? Yeah.
Well, no wonder the most successful people invest in real estate.
Yeah.
So, what else? So tell me, what do you hate about renting? And now that you're a homeowner, you love it so much.
Well, I grew to hate renting, let's put it this way. So these days...
That's my kind of girl.
Yeah. These days, because, I've been on my own since I was 18, renting, of course. So the last 3 years, now that I've owned, I see how different it is. So the year I actually moved out and actually bought my house, that's when it was kind of like going up in rent and being better to buy. So you're not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I feel like I can't decorate my house how I want to without them telling me, oh, we're selling the place, so you have to move. Yeah. Or we're going to up the rent $75 this year. What if I can't afford it? Correct. So guess what? I have to move out to find somewhere else. And then you have to go through that whole process again, and you've only been there a year. So, I mean, to have to go through that every year per se, maybe just for example, who wants to go through that? When you're comfortable in your own home, you're comfortable the way you can do it how you want to. Decorate, fix everything how you want without someone telling you what to do, what you can't do, who you can have in your house. Right. Like for instance, right now I'm letting my mom rent my 3rd bedroom because she has nowhere to stay. So guess what? So guess what? She pays me $5 a month. Yeah. So guess what? That's a big help to me.
Oh yeah. That's perfect.
So things like that. Yeah. If you was to rent and a landlord comes, who lives here? You got to risk getting kicked out because of that.
Correct.
Now I have say-so in everything.
Yeah.
I'm my mom's landlord.
Good deal. I love it. Well, I think overall, I just want to encourage people to, if you have, any doubts that you can do this, yes, you can. And I'm going to hold your hands through the entire process. I'm going to quote insurance for you and the inspection. Like, don't be afraid.
You just literally go above and beyond.
Thank you.
She found quotes for insurance. You did. The inspection, you literally knew people and even cut you a deal if you paid cash, for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, little things like that matter, because some people just go find on their own, they get gypped or whatnot, but you literally go above and beyond and find quotes for your client to give them the best quote or best person that is good for them for their insurance or whatever.
And I always say I'm not making any money off that. I just wanted to give it to you, and you choose. Just
because look now, you have a great name for yourself. Like you do great. Like Thank you. I don't see how anyone can say anything bad about you. If anything, they're probably envious on you. Other realtors and because of how great you do. You're great.
Well, I appreciate you.
And even with what I hear from other people when they go through other realtors and they come to me and they're like, oh well, they didn't help me with that. They're not helping me with this. I'm like, okay, well, I know just the person for you. And I give them your phone number. And
I already sold
how many?
4 houses to 4 friends of Samantha, because she's my little walking billboard. Thank you.
Yes.